out there. But at that concert, there was a representative from Valley Forge Military Academy, and he was looking for people for scholarships to go to Valley Forge Band and play in the band there. I decided that'd probably be a good idea because I was a senior in high school then, and I wasn't going anywhere. I couldn't go into engineering, for example. I had none of the basic requirements, and so I accepted the application. I accepted one of them. There were about 10 of us from the band who went to Valley Forge. Valley Forge was it was a big turning point in my life because, for example, you either had to learn or you were going to get close to get kicked out of the place, and they had very rigid rules like you'd expect with a military academy. But playing in the band was a good experience. All my expenses were paid. The only thing that was not paid was the uniforms. And it turns out that we were wearing West Point uniforms. They're all wool and expensive, and my parents just about had a fit when they found out they had to pay for them. But somehow they did. At any rate, at Valley Forge, I determined that I was going to go into, I was interested in chemistry, and I took chemistry. I had chemistry in high school, but I didn't take it very seriously. At Valley Forge, they had a retired Navy man and a commander in the Navy, and he had 10 people in his class, and he was an excellent teacher. With 10 people, he had to memorize 10 the most popular elements in the table to repeat those and tell something about each of them every morning when you come to class. So you had to learn something that way. And I also took a course in solid geometry and English, and they were small classes. And at Valley Forge, I learned to study. That was what I learned to do. It was very serious. You could get kicked out for some of the reasons, and if you didn't produce. And so I got serious about it, and it was a great experience. Most of the cadets at the academy were in private. 2 people to a room. The band and 30 men was in a single room in the basement of the chapel where we had to sleep. We had all used that same bathroom, and big bathroom. And for some reason they had a competition to people about getting demerits by the end of the season. Whoever would win would get a trip to Atlantic City for the prize. And guess who won? The band, of course. And that was unfair, really, to the rest of the people, because we had more reason to be serious about it, I guess, because a lot of the people that were there some of them were from rich people, and some of them are there for disciplinary reasons, I guess you'd have to say. Because the parents and all of them, everybody realized that they had to learn how to study. That's what they were going to learn there. But when they had the Army-Navy game, it was held every year in Philadelphia, they would, since we had West Point uniforms, they formed an extra line behind the Corps cadets when they marched into Franklin Field at the ball game and got in free. Because this was a big moment. And then of course at the end of the year, since we won, we got to spend the weekend